Rec, 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 rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 67. Coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It is the most recent 25th-ish movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is starring Simu Liu, Awkwafina, Tony Leung, Michelle Yeoh, Minjur Shang, Fala Chin, Ronnie Chang, and it is directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. He directed Short Term 12, The Glass Castle, and most recently Just Mercy with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx. And Shang-Chi is an average, normal, everyday dude who he's working in San Francisco trying to get by. Awkwafina is his close friend, and after he gets attacked, it turns out that he is a badass and he has to go confront some family demons. As soon as I heard, I don't remember if it was Comic-Con, D23, whenever this movie was announced, I don't know anything about Shang-Chi. I heard MCU Kung Fu movie, I was in. What's the Rick and Morty gif? You son of a bitch, I'm in. That's it. Take my money. The Futurama, take my money. I was sold. I know nothing about this character. As far as I knew, Iron Fist was like the dopest Marvel martial artist, and we have a new contender because Shang-Chi is dope. I feel like this is like the first fish out of water story that the MCU has done, because like Tony Stark was arrogant. Tony Stark built the Iron Man suits to survive. Steve Rogers always wanted to be a soldier. Thor was raised to fight. Who else, man? Like, Banner didn't have a choice. Ant-Man was a thief, and Scott Lang was a thief, and again, he just did it to survive. T'Challa, a warrior, the same thing. Shang-Chi, none of that. He was living in peace. And so it's like the first fish out of water MCU hero. And then he's a humble dude. His performance is different. He's a regular everyday character that just like has to face his destiny. And I really enjoy, like, I cannot wait to see more of Shang-Chi, Simu Liu. I can't wait to see more of him in this universe. Like, I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the lore behind the Ten Rings. I enjoyed the way that they used the backstory. The fight choreography was beautiful. Like, every fight, every hand-to-hand combat fight in this movie looks like a damn dance. It was masterful, the way these fights were choreographed. I enjoyed Awkwafina in this. I don't know how many times over the years I've complained about Awkwafina in a movie, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Letterboxd, but she nailed the writing and the delivery, and she was definitely a bright spot in this movie. And man, the history, like Tony Leung as Wen Wu, the original Mandarin, the true Mandarin, man, he's one of the best villains in this universe too. Like, he was a stern dude. He may have made some immoral decisions, but his his fight in this movie is not a bad fight. He's not trying to take over anything, no world domination. He's not mustache twirling. I like completely understand what he's fighting for. Man, like I don't want to go into a lot. The mid-credit scene is brilliant. The post-credit scene sets up a lot, man. Like, this movie I was never bored. I never lost interest. I left with so many questions that I want answered in the sequels. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I need the sequels to have that same Harry Potter type of title. You know what I mean? Like Shang-Chi and When Am I Gonna Meet Spider-Man? Man, this movie like reminded me in parts of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. In one scene is very similar to reminiscent of Rush Hour 2. There's other stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was very cool and showed a lot of love to movies of the past. It doesn't beat you over the head that it's an MCU movie, but there are references that let you know. Like, man, like I had such a good time. Like, Eternals comes out, hopefully still will come out in November. The trailers make it look like something Marvel has never ever done before. And the trailers for this looked good, but it didn't look like anything that was like bringing anything new into the MCU. I think it brings a whole slew of new shit into the MCU, man. Like, this does a lot that Marvel's never done before. I mean, I picked these posters behind me because I thought 2 of the 3 Iron Man movies were going to be a lot more prominent than they were. And then I just went with like origin movies, like solo hero origin movies. With a couple Easter eggs. Like, you got to see the movie to get some Easter eggs behind me. Yeah, man, I don't want to say anything else. I enjoyed the performances. I enjoyed the story. The fights were beautiful. The humor worked. It set up stuff that I cannot wait to see where this hero specifically goes in his own sequels and fits into the bigger universe. So with all that being said, man, I will say that in my opinion, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is dope as fuck. I think this is my favorite movie of the year so far. So what'd you think about Shang-Chi, man? Positive, negative, anywhere in between, let me know. I recently posted reviews for Candyman, for Reminiscence, The Protege. Check those out, man. Upcoming, I don't know if anything comes out that I want to see next weekend. Maybe The Card Counter. I might watch Kate on Netflix with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but I don't know if I'll review that. Cry Macho comes out in 2 weeks. September's kind of light, man. We're talking 80s movies on the podcast this weekend, so be on the lookout for all of that. New episode will be out late Sunday, early Monday, midday Monday. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.